Alright, and we're back, everyone. I promised something a little more sweet, I'd say. I guess you could say that, but we're going to be going back to the three railway engines quick as we talk about Kenny, the Fowler engine. Now, let me get into who Kenny is. Kenny is the red engine that tried to push Henry out of the tunnel in the sad story of Henry. Yeah. He's created by Rexel Jet, and you get the picture. Like I said, he was that engine that tried to push Henry out of the tunnel in the sad story of Henry, but failed. And he was an engine that knew what working on Sodor was like. But after he failed of telling Sir, after he failed of pushing Henry out of the tunnel, and when he was about to return home, he told him about an experimental 28 he saw back on the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. And so Sir Topham Hatt was interested and decided to make the purchase of that engine, which I'm pretty sure we all know who he is. Now then, onto my headcanon for Kenny. Yeah. He is... I am making him a mix. I am making him a mixed traffic engine. I think that was pretty. Sometimes he pulls passengers. Sometimes he pulls trucks. And basically, let me tell you this one thing. When Rexel Jet drew Kenny, basically, James wasn't on Sodor when the story was set, so basically what he had to do here was make this engine look like James and not look like James at the same time. Yeah, just to let you all know, Kenny and James are not siblings. Kenny's a 4F, James is a Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 28. Although both of them have been fitted with front pony wheels, with front trail wheels, so I guess that's something they have in common. Anyways, let me talk about Kenny, He's something. You can see him work on the main line and hauling passengers as well as trucks. And when he attempted to push Henry out of the tunnel but failed, and when he was about to head back for work, he told Sir Topham Hatt about not one, but two experimental Class 28s from the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. Yes, you heard me correct. In my AU, he tells Sir Topham Hatt about two experimental Class 28s. And I think you should know what their names are. Their names are James and Eagle. Yes, James and Eagle. You heard me correct. So Sir Topham Hatt arranges the purchase of both James and Eagle, and they both prove worthy. Kenny, on the other hand, and wasn't seeing too much job for a while, because James and Eagle were busy getting the focus. So he spoke to Sir Topham Hatt about why he was getting used less and less. Sir Topham Hatt tells him that's because his work has been cluttered, that he had forgot to told him that he had to take a preservation entry to Maithwaite him back. Kenny was thrilled, and so collected his coaches and had all. And when Sir Topham had told him that he was now a member of his railway, Kenny could only smile. He and James and Eagle often get mistaken as siblings from time to time from other people. Sometimes this irritates them, and sometimes they just laugh it off. Kenny, the Fowler engine, as that's what he goes by. Hey, sometimes correct others that James and Eagle are not siblings, and that he is a 4F, and that they're both Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 28s. You can see him hauling mixed traffic trains on the main line from time to time, and even sometimes arranging some of the other trains for others. Because he doesn't mind shunting himself. And me, he just might enjoy everything he sees through the countryside. Well, I'm a Soda resident now, but at the end of the day, it is important to remember where you come from, Kenny would often say to himself, and we can all agree with him on that. Can't we? And that was my headcanon for Kenny the Fowler engine. So let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with my headcanon, or do you have your own personal take? Hey. Alright, and with that being said, this is me signing out. Peace out, and goodbye.